It's normally the excitement on T1 when you see the Z hovers and you're like, oh my goodness, it's him and Ryu again. But no, for me, it's I see the B2D ones and I'm like, I just want to see it for real. And we are ready to get into it. There's too many O's. We don't have Oscar in here in the LCK. How many O players do we have? Owner? I've got an owner at least. As BDD's going in, Closer taking so much damage, and there it is, the snapback will claim first blood and will save the chat from that horrendous conversation that was lasting way too long.
Overload would have to pay pretty heavily. Those Dokdom, yeah, I think Morgan just sides.
Morgan's doing the walk around it strategy. Never heard of that one. Just needs another leap strike in power, so that's going to get the flash out from Dokdom. Yeah, understandable. And KT still got to grab some grubs.
But it doesn't really matter. I would have loved for them to... I think the problem here was that even though Dokdom did mess up, by the time that Morgan would have been there with, what do you call it, turtle port?
It was asphalt. It wasn't technically rocks, but it felt like rocks.
Rotorblading, I assume?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, of course.
It was quite some time ago, and these teeth are doing great for me now. All right, KT going to look for the first dragon. That will mean that they grab their first third of a sandal, and that's their second one. They're already walking real happy on one of their feet.
Playing against a player like Morgan, who, as far as we're aware, is just brimming with confidence at any point. This is going to be really hard to approach. The traps.
The flash cocoon, though, from Wei. Try and get rid of Closer, but it may not necessarily be enough. Humbug, though, will launch his way forward. They get rid of the Zyra before she can ult. Such a big deal. Wei going to be taken out here to try and get a little bit of something back, as now Dokdom dived in on by all of the pros. And after some really weird team fights in the last game.
Leah, you could just one combo someone.
Oh god.
That was a thing. That was why also why Talia Pantheon existed.
Yeah, Talia used to do a whole lot of things that were very silly. The amount of AoE on her Q as well back in the day.
Yeah. Another bro fight, perhaps. They do have hype set up. It's pretty safe.
And another potential Hextech Dragon as well.
Are they gonna let it go?
It's gonna be a Cloud Soul, oh baby.
Okay, I'm gonna pull the trigger there. I think that we're getting kind of in position with Closer going up to River.
Going to be clearing out that wave and then moving on over. It looks like a fight for Shelly might be coming in as there's a beautiful stun onto Kuz. And this time he manages to press a button. I just don't know whether it's going to be enough. Great knock up from BDD as Polu will be going down, but they're waiting for him to come back to his soul. That seismic shove, where was that going? Very confusing button press as BDD's gonna have to flash away.
There he is!
Yeah, perfect. Here's that handbag that you were requesting as he flashes on top of Closer, and Closer flashes away. Humbug now fighting against BDD, and BDD's gonna win those, and now Dokdom, they're fish in a barrel. He flashes one, and the Peacemaker doesn't land. Still, KT, a much better experience outside of the lamppost that is just wrapping on this turret in the bottom lane.
I think that was favorable for Bro.
Yeah.
Because they didn't actually get that many kills, and Morgan got first turret blood this instance. I mean, the teleport was definitely correct, but it's just unfortunate if they get like 2 more kills on Bro there, then it's 100% worth, because like Dokdom flashing, perfect flashing. Closer actually getting a crazy amount of value with the Talia E there.
I actually think Kuz should just build Rylai's full tank.
Dude, this Jhin is actually such a nuisance.
Yeah, exactly. And Perfect taking so much damage from him as well. Oh! The last bullet! And that's what happens when you just hit every bullet of the curtain call. Did enough. And not all of them. You know, it depends which species and it depends which country you're in, things like this. But this crocodile was definitely not protected.
I'm so happy you're here to enlighten me on crocodile lore. Thank you very much. All I know is they're an apex predator. I don't really...
And they're a dinosaur.
So that's a big test for them.
Every fight that they've managed to win this time around has been kill Kuz instantly. And I think they're going to be really worried if Kuz manages to survive. He's in range, but not going to be able to lock this one down. Has to flash the Deadly Flourish, and now another curtain has been called. Perfect, yeah, I'd be slicing out of that one. Still going to be blocking for his carries as Morgan trying to dash away.
Not going to be more than getting that dragon. We'll be giving up the mid lane turret here.
Yeah, Arakan just spawning as well, as the real Yakety Sack's going to be occurring after that.
Bro activity, Atlas!
Oh yeah! And they can't turn this into a Baron because they're basically starting it on spawn. BDD's moving over, but he's unbound his soul, so he's just scouting. Control wards
there's no
going up, going down as Wei is just wandering past. As there is a teleport from Perfect. Oh god, okay, the flash forward. Wei is just gonna pop, and Cuz is in range of that smite. Who's gonna get it? It's Cuz! As KT can now just ruthlessly walk forward, slicing, dicing, acting all cool. Perfect just shakes off that game number 1. And he is going to be able to dice his way out. He will die here, unless he flashes. He decides not to, and by die, I mean just go home for a bit before he comes back out again.
Not a bit.
Like a lot. A lot, yeah. I guess maybe it wasn't on them.
Because
oh, well, it was on them.
No, Morgan and
Apollo
had one job, which it's a slow walking. The walking animation of Zyra just
and they they found her there. The deadly flourish not going to connect. Wei is. Oh, okay. I mean,
in this game yet.
Yeah. It's been a real flat roller coaster.
KT is due for.
Do you know what?
Maybe give up a Baron. It's like I just watched him earlier today. He's talking about what was it? Another gacha game.
Oh, BDD dives into the back line. He's decided closer is over. And he's not just yet, and Wei's actually going to have this one turned on him. Closer takes down the spider, and BDD just couldn't get it done and killed his support.
Go down very quickly. They need to threaten. They're not. Okay, Morgan is threatening. Okay, there's the wall.
All right, they're going to try and steal this one away. It's BDD that locks down the Drake somehow, but meanwhile, they found Dom and Perfect by themselves. Perfect trying to protect the president, but Morgan says, not on my watch, buddy. There's the flick back from Closer, and Perfect may survive, but his AD carry will not. As Mr. Nervous D gone back on the screen yet again, and BDD is on a ward. He's been spotted. Polu has as well, though, and now BDD is going to have to try and find a way out of here. Polu, I don't think face checking that one is the way to do it, and I don't know about unbinding the soul there, BDD. As Polu just trying to bait him into having a good time, but the double knockup going to be fantastic. BDD does so much damage. Wei comes over. He knocks him up again. Takes down Humbug. And that means no jungler. That means Dom's going to be alive, and that means KT can walk to Baron.
Then they not Prophet.
Oh no, on the KT side. Sorry, yeah. No, like they lose Dom, and then they invest a whole lot.
BRION, do not let them get this. I don't know. You got to go in.
Wait.
It can't end like this.
Throw the crab at it.
It can't end like this.
I mean, the Baron is going to end like that. Chronicler, I can't figure out a way to fix that. However, they will take the mid out of turret.
Is it just a clean 2-0? Nothing to see here?
Oh, the most KT.
Game of the day, and I don't know how that happened.
Oh, no, Humbug's gonna face check! He is gonna be able to flash away.
It's fine.
Does have the Vault Breaker.
It's okay, it's fine. He flashed out.
Well, now Dom is going to be able to cleanse. Wei taking a lot of damage, but he's got repel, but he moved forward. I don't know about that one. He is well and truly dead. Morgan diving on top of Dom, and the bullets are raining through. The deadly flourish from Hype is so good. And Morgan will just put a lamppost to Cuz and say, no, not today.
He's dead.
Hype is the least useless Jhin I have ever seen in my life. In that passage of play. That is going to even out the gold.
Okay, so
a reality.
Okay, KT, you can give. I want to repeat, KT, you can give up this dragon. You have 3 Drakes.
But do you want to, KT?
Well, they're clearly
do you want to give up this dragon?
Not going to, Atlas.
You could also get Cloud Soul, which
traps
is very
cool.
They have position as well. Cuz is in the banana brushes. Humbug is spotted on vision.
Okay, the Drake
that cocoon went to Narnia. And this wall is going to split up the entirety of KT. They dive into the backline, but they get over the wall. Humbug is going to explode. Morgan, a beautiful Zhonya's keeps him alive, but Dom's position is so good. Headshot number 1 is going to ring true onto the top laner of the Bros. And unfortunately, that was not their team fight, and KT will get the soul. Baron number 2, baby. Let's see whether KT can do better than losing 3,000 gold after picking up the Baron.
It seems like the call was just pretend it doesn't exist, and guess what? It worked.
Wow, Ace in the Hole did so much damage.
He's going back in.
He is just dead. He knew he was dead. So he had to try and do what he could, and what he could was die. Oh, Perfect is going to jump onto Hype here. Does get the cleanse out. And Morgan.
This is solo queue.
Yeah.
This is just solo queue.
Well, the turret is going to go down, and
Did they kill
Closer
it?
is going to turn up. Wei gets in here. Seismic shove connects as BDD ults his way out there. We're unable to block it. Could have actually held on to him there as BDD, wants to find Closer, just gets out of the way. Is perfect. Oh, okay, let's see whether he can kill him. And the answer is absolutely yes, he can. In the meantime, they take the Baron as well. That's what Cousin Doctom were cooking up in the other room. And Polu, I don't think he's getting away from this BDD Yone on his 5th game of promos. As Morgan trying to run for the hills, the smallest leap strike, the saddest leap strike will lead him to the death chamber as he is diced into 100 pieces. And KT, they're winning again, and it looks like this time is the final time today. Anything to add?
It's a clean 2-0, nothing to see here. Morgan, the Christ, guys, I was split pushing. Why did you join me? Just let me split push alone. And the jokes aside, they try to kill BDD. They kill BDD there, there's an angle, but guess what? That man only goes down when he deems it worthy. And a clean 2-0.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.